Jamaican reggae boy international Joel Latibeaudiere is attracting interest from all over Europe.
Big up Gunnaz Podcast.
The Gunnaz Podcast.
So if you're new here and you love the content, go ahead and hit that fat red subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever we do post videos. So yeah, news came out today that Joel Latibeaudiere is attracting interest from clubs in Europe, specifically Ajax and Sporting CP. Now this is good news, to be honest, for all Reggae Boyz fans and for all Joel Latibeaudiere fans as well. That these pedigree of clubs are actually interested in him. He's a very quality player as well, so I'm pretty excited to see what will happen as it relates to these two teams being in for him. And even if other teams are in for him as well, that's very good for him, you know. And Joel actually has prior experience playing in the Dutch league, Eredivisie, because he played for Twente back in 2020. He played for them back in the year 2020, right before joining Swansea. So he does have experience playing in that league, as well as he's an experienced player overall. He's a very well-trained, well-coached player, especially from his youth days. I think he was a part of that team that won an under, I think it was the under, I'm not sure which one it was, but I think it was the under 17 or under 20 World Cup with England, and also a part of the Manchester City youth setup. So, hey, this guy's a very quality player and he has been very well trained. So he's currently at Coventry City, and Coventry City's coach, Mark Robbins, was basically asked about these rumors of Joel leaving this summer. And this was his response. He said, "I'm not expecting anything, so it will be a nice surprise or maybe an unwelcome surprise or whatever. Honestly, I don't know. I think we have enough on our plates at the moment with the game against Leeds this weekend. That will do us for the time being. We have to find some solutions to things and find some ability to cause problems as well, which we have worked on. We will try to get in a position where we can have a good go at these, because it's a top team we're facing tomorrow. There's no doubt about it, but we'll have a really good goal." So, yeah, he didn't talk much about the transfer rumors. He basically left it like this. He was like, "Hey, I'm not sure of anything like that," but he didn't shut it out, you know. He said it would be an unwelcome surprise, and this just sounds like a manager who is just trying to focus on his team and focus on the here and now, and not really trying to get mixed up into any transfer speculations or rumors, you know. And he does have a big game on the weekend, so yeah, this sounds like a manager who is just not ready to talk about any transfer news right about now. Just fully focused on his team, which is expected. But for me, generally, if this transfer should happen, I believe both clubs, you know, will benefit, both clubs and the player, because Coventry will get a huge profit from this if it were to go through, because they just got him for £500,000 from Swansea back in 2020. And yeah, if a team of Ajax's and Sporting Lisbon's pedigree are to come in, they are going to be paying big bucks in Coventry sense for the player, you know, and Coventry will want to make as much money as possible if a club like that comes in, you know. They're not gonna say, "Hey, give me £1 million." They're gonna try and squeeze as much out as possible, and they have a whole lot on their side because the player is a very versatile player. He is almost always fit. So I think they can, if they have good negotiating skills, they can at least squeeze anywhere between, I would say, in between the range of 4 to 10 million. 10 million might be a stretch pounds, but who knows? You never know if they have good negotiating skills, and Sporting and Ajax even go into a bidding war, it can get that high, you know. So for Coventry, it would be a no-brainer if a team like that would come in for a player like Joel Latibeaudiere with the money that they can afford to spend to let the player go. And as it relates to the player side, like, this would be very good for him. It would give him a whole lot more exposure. It would help his development, help his growth playing in those leagues, and give him more opportunities in terms of like sponsorship. He would have an increased salary for sure. And it would be a good opportunity for him to compete in Europe, because Ajax is almost always in a European competition. And so is Sporting Lisbon as well. So, yeah, for the player, this is also a no-brainer in my eyes, unless he has other offers in England that he's looking and he wants to stay in England. But if these are the two options, like, hey, you've already played in the Dutch league, so it wouldn't be something new to you. And playing for Sporting Lisbon coming from Coventry is a big deal. So if there are no other offers on the table that, like, say, for example, if there are better offers in England, who wouldn't want to stay in England? But if those are the offers on the table, those are damn good offers to have on the table. So I'm pretty sure the player will be keen on a move as well. And as it relates to the clubs that will be receiving him, they also will be on the good end because Joel, as I said, he covers many positions. For the national team, he plays central defensive midfield. We see him playing the back three on the left side or on the right side. He can play right back. He can play right wing back. He plays all across the back line. And he can play defensive midfield. So he's a very versatile player and a very useful player for any team at all. And he's just 24 years old. He has a whole lot more to learn. He has a whole lot more experience on top of the experience that he already does have. So for any team receiving him, it will be a very, very good deal, And just to finish off, it's a very good look for the Reggae Boyz fans as well, and for us as Jamaicans to see a Jamaican going to a top league in Europe, and playing to challenge for titles. For him, that would be on his mind. I can go and I can play European football. It's almost guaranteed, season in, season out for the rest of my career, unless a big move comes in. And he'll be challenging for leagues. Ajax, even though they're not having the best of a season right now, Ajax more than likely will be challenging next season, right? And Sporting Lisbon always challenge. So it's a very prime and very good opportunity for him to go and challenge for league titles in a top league and, yeah, just make the best of this career that he has, because everyone knows a football career is very short, So, yeah, all in all, for us Reggae Boyz fans, I just want to see our players in top leagues. And if this move does go through, I should say, it will be a very, very good move for him. So, yeah, that's basically it for this episode, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Follow us at 876 Gunnaz on Instagram and TikTok. And if you want to support us monetarily, you can do so by buying us a coffee. The link is below in the description. That's it for this episode, guys. Reggae Boyz, Joel Latibeaudiere is attracting interest from European clubs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Big up Gunnaz Podcast.
The Gunnaz Podcast.